Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and I hope you enjoyed last week's, and I'm sorry that this video is late. Lots of scheduling issues, but yeah, look at this. 4 new aircraft. One of them is a return, sort of, but yeah. P-40E, fast, great firepower, not very agile. P-40, lots of firepower but slow at taking down planes. Will get lots of critical hits and allows you to get more RP/silver. Not very maneuverable, but quick and has tricycle landing gear. This is going to be the same. Yeah, I just played another round, but yeah. This is the first available fighter with tricycle landing gear. This is the B-25J-1 Mitchell, named after the person who started the United States Army Air Forces. Now, the United States Air Force also has tricycle landing gear. And a return. Yes, the PBY-5 Catalina. And as you see, this has landing gear wheels instead of retractable photons, which, if you remember, was on the original Catalina when I published my first video ever called my first video. Yeah, I just got a bottle of water, so sorry about that. But as you see, there's an event called the Strategist, and that's what I'm going to make my next video entirely about. So, you can get a bunch of vehicles from that. It goes from easy, sorta. So if you want to get basic, if you want to do like one round, you can get the German tank. It's a German half-track. And, yeah. Alright. The other ones include a German battleship, a United States tank, and a Soviet rocket plane. Right now we're flying the P-40. Great plane, as I said, good firepower. So now let's start climbing. As you see, we're at 30,000, which means bombers would spawn at around 50 to 60,000 feet in the air. So, as you see, we're climbing up rapidly. This is one of the advantage in amazing climb rate. And as you see, we're climbing at 30 meters per second. Yeah, I had just to do a quick calculation, sorry about that. But look, you can go even steeper. 40 meters per second. But yeah, I wouldn't advise that, as this plane does have a tendency, like other planes, to stall out and very steep ascents. Ooh, look at that, there's a half-X bomber. That is a British 4-engine bomber. It's a heavy one, which means it'll be pretty easy to gun down. Alright, so it looks like our flight plan is already planned. We're going for the half-X. Unless, of course, that gets shot down. And it got... Wait, no, the half-X is right there. Alright, now we're slowly but surely approaching our target. And it looks like he's doing a bunch of evasive maneuvers. Chicka 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 chicka. I just love the sound of machine guns in this game. Great, I can't believe I got into a dogfight with a bomber. Now I gotta go turn the other way. This allows me to make some distance, allowing me to get more firing. And now we're approaching the target again. Now we just have to juice up our engine and... Alright. Right there, right there. Alright. Aim for the circle, aim for the circle. They hit my engine. He hit my engine. Oh shoot, my engine lost thrust. That's why you don't want to get hit in the engine. If your engine goes red, well no, if your engine just completely blanks out, then your engine will die. And now I just got shot down by the fire. Yeah. Hey, at least I shot down the bomber. Alright. Now that we have 2 bomb targets, let's switch to the P-25 Mitchell. We're going with the heaviest load, which includes 8 100-pound bombs, and 4 250s, which gives us a total of 1,800 pounds of explosives. Not the most overwhelming, as the British Wellington, which is a 2-engine heavy bomber, can carry a single 4,000-pound bomb, which is the second heaviest, behind the Soviet, I'm not gonna try and remember the name, but it's a Soviet rank 3 bomber, and that can carry the largest bomb, which is 5,000 pounds. Now we just have to ascend to an insanely high altitude, so none of those pesky fighters with pilots that probably graduated from flying jet aircraft can shoot us down. And since this is a Mitchell, it has lots of turrets. It has a front turret, which is, in my opinion, pointless because we have 4 forward-facing machine guns, but it's nice, you know, if you forget to shoot at the enemy. Then you have a top turret right there, which allows 360-degree shooting. You have 2 side turrets, which allow for shooting targets on the side, and a rear gunner, which is not seen on most bombers. Well, early ones, if I must say. What looks like that target is just about over, so now let's move to the one without any bombs that were dropped on it. Alright, so now that we are approaching our target, we have to get into the bomber view so we can drop our bombs the professional way without diving and getting shot down. But we will get shot down if a fighter manages to climb to 4,468 feet. Which is definitely possible. That has happened to me before. Just had to take a quick sip of water. And as you see, we are approaching the bomb target. And the way a bomb sight works is it uses physics. Because, you know, when you drop a bomb, it's not going to go straight down because the plane is moving at 286 kilometers an hour. It's going to go a little bit ahead. So what this does, it's not angled to where the bombs will first deploy, but where the bombs are going to end up, which is marked by this little white circle right under the gray U. And so when the bombs drop, they're most likely going to fall there because of the way physics works. And as you see, because of our high altitude, we weren't targeted by any anti-aircraft artillery, which is shortened to AA, or if you were German, you would call them flak guns. And, you know what, let's go into... There's one cool thing, I can't show it to you right now because I already dropped my bombs, but when you drop your bomb and hold the space bar, your camera follows the bomb falling, which I think is a really cool feature. And I'm going to show that to you after I make a U-turn. And it looks like no fighters are approaching us. Great news. And you hear that clicking sound. Well, alright. Well, now we have to go and turn towards the airfield, which is our final destination. Now we just have to line up with the runway, bomber view. It's going to be a little shaky since we just came out of a turn. Now we have to drop our bombs all on the runway. Since we're not directly aligned with it, I'm going to have to drop them right now. Now I just hold the space bar, And as you see, we followed the bombs that are falling right towards the enemy airfield. And it doesn't look like there's any fighters around us, so that's why I like doing this. And now you hear the combat as you... Oh shoot, fighter, fighter, fighter. Get away, get away, get away. Get away, get away. No, 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 they hit my engine. They hit my left engine. Oh shoot, but don't worry, it's only yellow. So nothing bad's going to happen. But still, if they hit it again, my engine might die, so... Now we have to return back to the airfield. And my gunners don't seem like they're doing anything to help. But now that we're at fighter level, my allies are going to take care of it. Now let me just ask if I'm clear to land. To land at airfield. Right now we just cut the throttle, put down the gear, and put landing flaps down. And yes, landing a tricycle gear plane, I've only done it a few times in the P-39, but never have I landed a Mitchell. Well, I have, but every time I do, my landing gear collapses and I damage the propellers. But as you see, we're going at 480 kilometers per hour. Way too fast to land a plane. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go around. Well, we're not really going around because we never attempted a landing at the airfield. But trust me, if we did, this plane would have collapsed. Now, as you see, we're steadily slowing down, but our altitude is dropping like crazy. And, yeah. Now that we're at the steady speed of 300, I have to turn away from the airfield to lose a lot of our energy. Then I have to do crazy maneuvers with the rudder that help us slow down even more. Then I make a sharp turn back to the airfield. Trust me, if you're a pilot, don't do this. Your plane's probably going to stall out. Okay, now that we're making a turn back to the airfield, we're about ready to land. I wouldn't say that we're ready to land though, so you know what? Let's kill the engines. This should at least slow us down a little more. As we come into approach, I'm going to reignite them, and that smoke you're seeing doesn't mean that the engine's on fire. That's just the engine starting up, and now we gotta increase the speed a lot before we crash into a house, and it's too late. Oh shoot, it counts as a crash. Oh wait, no, we're on the airfield. It's gonna take 2 minutes to repair. And I know you guys probably don't want to see a bomber laying on the ground for 2 minutes, so I'm gonna regret this, but I'm going to eject. I could have gotten repaired, but since this is a YT video, I don't want to waste too much of your time. So now the Catalina. We're going for the 4 500-pound bombs, giving us a total of 2,000 pounds worth of bombs. I've been talking a lot. I think I need another sip of water. We see my damaged plane at the airfield. Where is the... Okay, I can't see my plane, but if it was, it would be right there at the anti-aircraft kind of gray crosshair is pointing. Right, now let's get back into third-person view. Climb a little bit, because there's some fighters right at the airfield. And it looks like we're going to lose this one. So, approach the airfield, full speed, and we failed the mission.